insurance verification.
West Medical put me back in the driver's seat and in control of my life.
Fixing garage doors, that's all I do. Every neighborhood I go through, I'm always looking at the garage doors. It can annoy my family a lot, yeah. But that door right there, you said that door, I fixed that door. And then they're like, yeah, we know. You told us.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
ABC 7, this is Eyewitness News.
Now at 11, will he or won't he be ousted as Speaker of the House? California Congressman Kevin McCarthy's political career hangs in the balance. I'm live.
The fate of his job as House Speaker.
Fellow Republican Matt Gaetz filed a motion to remove him from his position. Eyewitness News reporter Josh Haskell is live in the newsroom with the details on that. Josh.
Giovanna, here is what is happening right now. Republicans are about to bring up Matt Gaetz's motion to remove California Congressman Kevin McCarthy as Speaker of the House. Once that happens, Republicans are expected to hold a procedural vote to skip Gaetz's vote for now. Let's go to a live picture inside the House chamber. Now, the vote taking place right now is unrelated to Kevin McCarthy. Republicans will debate Gaetz's measure to remove McCarthy, and if the vote passes, it would be uncharted territory for the House of Representatives. A motion to vacate has never been used successfully. Now, last weekend, McCarthy worked with Democrats to pass a short-term deal to fund the government until November 17th. That angered some Republicans, including Gaetz. During a more than 2-hour caucus meeting, Democrats were strongly encouraged to vote to not support Speaker McCarthy as he fights for his job. There have only been 2 efforts to remove a sitting House Speaker in U.S. history. Both failed in 1910 and 2015.
You guys do whatever you need to do. I get politics. I understand where people are. I truly believe, though, the institution of the House. At the end of the day, if you throw a speaker out that has 99% of their conference, that kept government open and paid the troops, I think we're in a really bad place for how we're going to run Congress.
Now, with another potential government shutdown coming mid-November, some say this shouldn't be the focus right now. California Congressman Adam Schiff saying Democrats don't trust McCarthy either, and that Republicans should choose someone who has the ability to govern. Again, the one group that could save McCarthy, Democrats. Politically, Democrats have every incentive to let McCarthy look weak because it makes the GOP majority look dysfunctional. Live in the newsroom, Josh Haskell, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Josh, thank you. California will soon officially have a new senator. LaFonza Butler's swearing-in ceremony is set to get underway in the next hour, replacing the late Dianne Feinstein. She was appointed by Governor Newsom and will be sworn in by longtime friend, Vice President Kamala Harris. The appointment will catapult Butler into the history books as the only black woman currently in the U.S. Senate and the first LGBTQ+ person to represent California.
One person is dead, killed when he crashed into multiple vehicles in Reseda this morning. According to investigators, the 2022 red Ford Mustang was speeding northbound on Tampa Avenue from Sherman Way when it slammed into several parked cars. The impact was so severe it affected at least 10 vehicles. The driver, only identified as a Hispanic man in his 40s, died at the scene. Detectives say speed played a factor, but they're not sure if drugs or alcohol did. No word yet on who owns the vehicle. It's one of the crazier chases we've seen in recent memory, and that is saying something. A driver dangerously trying to get away from police last night, even running into oncoming traffic and ending up at a Denny's. The driver now in custody. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel has more and the wild video.
We're learning a little bit more about the suspect. La Habra police tells us that a 26-year-old woman was behind the wheel of that stolen work truck that led police on that wild pursuit.
So look at this, backing up into those black and whites. He's backing up and shoving those units out of the way.
Our Chris Christie was overhead in Air 7 HD as police tried to stop the suspect, 26-year-old Nyquisha Green. She stole a work truck in La Habra and led police on a pursuit that went through Orange, San Bernardino, and Riverside counties.
That work truck taking the fence with him and now getting on to the freeway, I think. He just got onto the freeway. He's going the wrong way.
first, Green was driving through surface streets, but then the pursuit transitioned onto the 15 and 91 freeways. You could see the work truck facing the wrong way on the 91 trying to dodge cars. That's when Green decided she was going to ditch the car and start running.
A female driver jumping out of the vehicle, running into across lanes. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. The female driver running across the 91 freeway. Those drivers don't see her. She is not well. She's not well. She's not well, and she is now running for it.
Green ended up in this parking lot in Corona on the other side of the 91 freeway.
Here, she is a desperate individual who is acting very, very erratic. Well, the wig just fell off. Guys, this is out of control. This is just out of control. This person now running through the front of the Denny's and now into the Denny's.
Police swarmed the Denny's, and after a lengthy standoff, Green was arrested and was taken away in an ambulance.
Looked like a female, but she was panicking, like all hysterical, and went to the back.
La Habra police say Green is facing charges for assault with a deadly weapon against officers, possession of stolen property, and evading. Fortunately, no one was hurt during the pursuit. In Corona, Jaysha Patel, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Jaysha, thank you. And now to your weather. A beautiful day today, and we are in for a warm-up. Might be too hot for some people. Brianna standing by with the forecast.
Yeah, it is going to be getting hot this week. That is for sure. So things are going to be shifting. We've been lucky lately having quite a few days of some cooler weather, or cooler than average, I should say, for quite a long time. So now we are heading into warmer temperatures. It's going to be getting hot for some, and also some Santa Ana winds. We knew they were going to come at some point. They're going to be weak to moderate, though, this week. Not too bad. However, our temperatures are going to get pretty hot as a result as well. We're looking at some clear skies right now. It's about 78 degrees in downtown LA. Today, a little warmer. We are off to a clear start, even along the coastline. A little hint of what's to come this week with some of those offshore winds. So we're not expecting to see much in the way of morning clouds, at least until next week. It's already close to 70 degrees over to Malibu. I'll let you know how hot it's going to get this week and when we could see some of those Santa Anas roll in just a little bit. Philip, Javon, I'll send it back to you for now.
Brianna, thank you. As we continue here at 11 a.m., the federal government is planning to test the nationwide emergency alert system tomorrow.
What you